As children, we dream about our futures and what we want to be when we grow up. Some kids want to be doctors, some want to be actors or musicians, and some children want to follow in the footsteps of their parents. Many firefighters come from a long line of firefighters, but for Mount Dora Fire's Deputy Chief Steve Painter, he was the first one in his family to pursue that career.
I moved to Winter Park, Florida back when I was 2 years old. My family relocated from Baltimore, Maryland. My father was with Martin Marietta Aerospace Engineering, and they had opened up the Martin Marietta in Orlando, so they had been moving some of the families from Maryland and Virginia to the Orlando area.
Steve started his career as an EMT paramedic, but soon discovered a pay raise and a passion for firefighting.
I ended up going to school and worked on a paramedic unit. So that really got me into helping people, you know. I thoroughly enjoy that. The hours were bad, the money was bad, and I heard some of my friends that were firefighters tell me they were working 24 hours on and they were off 48, and their pay was significantly better. So one of my friends and I went out to Seminole Community College years and years ago and signed up for the firefighter class. Well, after the first night of orientation, we went and got our money refunded because there was no way we were going to be jumping out of buildings or rappelling or going into burning buildings, right? So I went back and continued my work on the paramedic unit. I started volunteering at Winter Park, and they actually were allowing me to work 24-hour shifts with them. And then when they did hire me, I ended up, they sent me to firefighter school, which was unheard of, even back then. So they put me at one of the quiet stations. We like to call them rest homes. I don't think there's any such thing anymore. And they sent me to school, and I worked the first couple years, I worked on the rescue truck. So it was basically like an ambulance, but for the fire department, and we responded on everything in the city of Winter Park, whether it was medical calls or fire calls or whatever.
Steve recalls his first call as a firefighter.
We were going to a house fire, and I still remember we got the call as we were going that it was fully involved, and what was going through my system, my heart rate and anxiety and everything else, because this was my first structure fire. Well, when I got on the scene, my partner, because I was still going through firefighting school, basically had to help dress me so that I could help fight the fire. And when I got back to the station, got off that morning, I was like, what a job.
And sometimes those calls hit close to home.
In the fire service, we're very big on team approach, teamwork, building family, camaraderie. This is our other home away from home. One night, I got a call on our fire department. Well, actually, I was working EMS that night. That Wink was in a very bad accident, and I had to respond to the accident. And we got there, and he was dead.
For Deputy Chief Painter, being a firefighter is about family, and it's a job not many of us can do, saving lives.
Not everybody is going to have the temperament to do what we do. I think it's a select few of people that can do what we do. Each and every one of these firefighters, I like to refer to myself as the cheerleader for the fire department. We're here to mentor, coach, whatever it takes to keep these firefighters motivated. I just happen to be blessed with coming to the fire department.